It's 7 o'clock news bulletin live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed receives the chairman of the German National Committee of the Lutheran World Federation. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives His Excellency, the President of the International Football Association FIFA. Sultan Qaboos University provides more than 2,300 research projects in the field of scientific research until last year. And the 24th edition of Muscat International Book Fair is concluded with more than 1 million visitors. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cabal of greetings to His Excellency President Rumen Radev of Bulgaria on his country's National Day. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received Archbishop Frank Outfred Julier, Chairman of the German National Committee of the Lutheran World Federation of the Federal Republic of Germany, who is currently visiting the Sultanate. After welcoming the guest and his accompanying delegation, His Highness reviewed the steady policy of the Sultanate under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed, which is based on the great interest in its foreign relations, especially in promoting interfaith relations and communications with the civilization's peace and stability everywhere. From his side, Archbishop Frank Outfred Julier praised the good efforts of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos and the moderate policy pursued by the Sultanate, and extended the hand of friendship and affection to all peoples, which had the greatest impact on Oman's respect and appreciation of all. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Mohammed Al Salmi, Minister of Awqaf and Religious Affairs, Professor Bernd Engler, President of the German University of Tübingen, and His Excellency Thomas Friedrich Schneider, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany to the Sultanate. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, received in his office today His Excellency Gianni Infantino, President of the International Football Association FIFA. During the meeting, they reviewed fields of cooperation and ways of enhancing them between the authorities concerned in the Sultanate in the field of football, sports and International Football Association FIFA. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al Mardouf Al Saadi, Minister of Sports Affairs. Their Excellencies, the Secretary General and the Advisor at the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister for the International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, and Sheikh Salim Al Uhebi, President of Oman Football Association, and the accompanying delegation of the guest. Sultan Qaboos University provided more than 2,300 research projects in the field of scientific researches until the last year. The topics of the projects provided solutions for the current challenges, and some of them were contributed in new scientific discoveries. For years, Sultan Qaboos University was able to find a number of resources to activate the scientific movement and support an increased number of research projects. The university, with other local, regional and international government and private institutions, participated in specifying funds to support mutual researches, where the number of supported research projects since 2003 until the last year. The university provided 95 research projects for open research scholarships and strategic scholarships, in addition to the program of supporting students' researches provided from the Research Council. The 24th edition of Muscat International Book Fair concluded. where the number of visitors reached more than 1 million. Meanwhile, the Sultanate prepares for the upcoming round where it will celebrate the Silver Jubilee of the Book Fair. The conclusion activities of the Book Fair were presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour Al-Hsani, Minister of Information. Around 500,000 titles were displayed in the Book Fair from 882 publishing houses. The books about Omani scholars and scientists were also present in the fair, along with historical, cultural, fictional, and many other titles. The Media Committee for Shura Council members' elections for the 9th term held its third meeting. The meeting reviewed the agenda, which included a number of topics related to the media plan of the elections and discussed upcoming steps in which related to the media coverage at various media means. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Nasser bin Sulaiman Al-Sibani, Deputy Chairman of the Public Authority for Radio and Television. Public Authority for Craft Industries approved programs related to supporting crafts industries in the Sultanate as it celebrates the Omani Crafts Day, which falls on 3rd of March every year. The Omani Crafts Day comes to shed light on the efforts exerted by the Public Authority for Craft Industries to preserve handicraft industries and support craftsmen to establish their own projects. A ceremony was held in the Governorate of Muscat to honor those winning international prizes from the World Craft Councils. It was presided over by Her Excellency Sheikha Aisha bint Khalfan As-Siyabiya, Chairperson of Public Authority for Craft Industries. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin, with the participation of more than 600 graduates, the Minister of Higher Education organizes the 4th Alumni Forum. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Sultan's armed forces continue their participation in the 10th Al Jazeera Shield Force joint exercise in Saudi Arabia, along with their forces from the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. During the exercise, the participating forces showed a high level of proficiency in dealing with field operations and using the latest technologies and military systems. The exercise aims to enhance cooperations among armed forces in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries and unify the strategic military plans. The National Defense College concluded the activities of Strategic Issues Seminar entitled The Fourth Industrial Revolution and Future Jobs. A number of experts and advisors from both public and private sectors, along with entrepreneurs, took part in the seminar. It reviewed various work papers related to the Fourth Industrial Revolution, as well as preparations of the vital sectors to face the future challenges in this regard. The conclusion ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Bakri, Minister of Manpower. The Sultanate, represented by the General Commission for Civil Defense and the International Community of Civil Defense, celebrates World Civil Defense Day, which falls on March 1st every year. This year, the celebration is held under the theme Together for the Family Safety, which is an opportunity to spread the culture of risk prevention through education and training by establishing many activities in various governorates of the Sultanate. The celebration, which was presided over by His Excellency Ahmed bin Hassan Al-Dhib, the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, came in recognition of the role played by civil defense authorities in protecting souls and property and alleviating the effects of emergencies. Within the framework of continuing the employment procedures for the citizens, Royal Oman Police received its new batch of recruits in Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. The new recruits were holders of Special and General Education Diploma, and the Royal Oman Police ended all the procedures related to examinations, physical fitness and personal interviews. The batch will be trained and undergo a series of courses and programs to qualify them to perform their duties in their respective fields. The Ministry of Manpower continued conducting job interviews for job seekers. Over 3,700 job seekers will compete to avail of 366 job opportunities. The jobs were announced by private sector's establishments in various governorates of the Sultanate. The ministry confirms that it continues to render all its possibility to accommodate job seekers as determined and calls upon all to cooperate to make this important national program a success. Higher College of Technology gained the first position at Gulf level in the competition of program by Google Hash Code 2019 and ranked 179 at world level from 6,000 participated team from various world countries in the competition hosted by the college. The program competition, considered as open contest for university students and professionals in Europe, Middle East and Africa, where participants competed within teams of 2 to 4 members to solve some issues through writing programming codes. The second Personal Data Conference reviewed privacy norms, values and security awareness in social media networks. It was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al-Mashani, advisor at the Diwan of the Royal Court. More details in the following report by our colleague Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
Under the theme Privacy in Social Networks, the second conference on personal data began in Muscat, focusing on protecting personal data and the best governmental practices in using social networking platforms.
This conference actually concentrates on how to protect the personal information. In Oman, we have, in 2008, the Sultanate issued one of the most or popular legislation which deal only with this kind of information. The article number from 34 till 51, which part 7 from this law, dealing with this kind of protection. In Oman, we have another also legislation which deal with this kind of protection, such as the criminal law, which issued on 2018, especially dealing with this also kind of crime.
A number of specialists and academics in the field of social networks took part in the conference to discuss the impact of social networks on the security of countries, marketing and advertising in social networks, security awareness in social networks, as well as the disadvantages of social networks.
We've discussed the issues related to the privacy in social media, especially the ones that are related to sharing the private information and the techniques that those platforms use to encourage users to share their private personal data and their effectiveness, which depend on the sharing of such information. We also discussed some of the threats that are related to sharing such information, whether those threats are related to the people themselves or related to their organizations or related even to the country.
The conference urges social network users to raise their level of awareness, pay attention while opening links and attachments, activate privacy and security options, secure devices used to access social networks, especially smart devices, and use complex passwords to secure accounts and devices. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The activities of the Gulf Consumer Protection Week kicked off in the Omani Women Association in the Wilaya of Daba in the Governorate of Musandam. This celebration is an annual event and a periodic station that aims at highlighting the importance of solidarity and cooperation among all segments of the society with consumers. It also confirms that the consumer has a great global importance in contemporary life, the importance of the full realization of consumer rights and striving to give consumers first priority in various trade and economic processes. The Ministry of Higher Education organized the 4th Alumni Forum with the participation of more than 600 male and female graduates to enhance cooperation between colleges of applied sciences and their graduates. Once again, our colleague Khalfan Al-Rahbi was there and he has this report.
After almost 15 years since graduation, more than 600 former students from the Colleges of Applied Sciences, batches 2004 to 2009, met together at the 4th Alumni Forum held at Rustaq College of Education.
I'm really happy. It's a great feeling. I would like to say thank you to the Ministry of Higher Education to bring us back again, once again, and we met with all our friends. There are some friends that we haven't seen them for a long time, so it's really great feeling. I'm feeling very, very happy.
We are meeting after a long time, and the way that people are talking, it's totally different than we were 10 years ago. It's like people are different now, people are talking differently, people are having different perceptions, different lives. They are different people, totally different. So whenever you talk to them, you feel like, wow, they have done something special. I should work more on myself. I should do something much better. So it's like a push to go more, to go further.
At the gathering, the participants reflected upon their memories while studying and exchanged the most beautiful situations they had experienced at the colleges.
I would like to take the opportunity here to say thank you to all the people who have put a lot of effort and time into organizing such a humongous and huge reunion. So thanks and the very best to all.
It's a great pleasure to stand here and be one of those members who have graduated from those great colleges. I'd like to say thank you for Ministry of Higher Education for sharing and giving us the freedom and be here in this college. And I also would like to thank all of the organizers for such an opportunity to be here.
This is a very special day so that we can go back for memories and remember the old days when we were at the college studying. And it is a nice, a nice thing from the Ministry of Education to gather all of us together here this night.
The forum comes within the strategic plan of the Ministry of Higher Education to enhance graduates' identity, link them with their educational institutions, and build bridges of collaboration among them.
Indeed, this occasion is a memorable platform for the graduates, where they go down the memory lane and revive bonds with their alma maters. From Rustaq College of Education, Salih Khalfan Al-Rahbi, South Al-Batina, Governorate.
Indeed, that was a memorable platform, not only for them, but for all of us here. Now for the general weather forecast. Around the Sultanate, clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates with chances of dust-raising winds over the desert and open areas, along with noticeable decrease in temperatures. Winds will be north-westerly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. More details on your screen. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed receives the chairman of the German National Committee of the Lutheran World Federation. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives His Excellency the President of the International Football Association FIFA. Sultan Qaboos University provides more than 2,300 research projects in the field of scientific researches until last year. And the 24th edition of Muscat International Book Fair is concluded with more than 1 million visitors. And we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us, and good night to all of you.